Welcome to the Whole Food Plant-Based Cooking Show, where we make plant-based cooking easy. I'm Jill, and today I'm going to show you how to make a delicious, super easy mock tuna salad.
Cause it's the all-free whole food plant-based cooking show.
All right, we're just going to get started there. So what I have here are 2 cans of no salt added chickpeas that I've already drained. Just going to put them in the bowl here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to lightly mash these a little bit first. So it's more like tuna consistency, right? You don't want to just have big round chickpeas on your sandwich. And they kind of, they roll a little bit. So if you just put all this stuff in there and then you have just round chickpeas, most likely it's just going to kind of fall right off of your bread. Okay, so that looks like it's about half and half. You can tell, half smushed. Just gonna set that aside. Okay, and what I have here, I've got 2 spring onions, or maybe 1. It was a 2 small spring onions, a 1/4 cup of red onion, 1 stalk of celery, and about 2 to 3 tablespoons of pickles. And you want to lightly dice them all so they're kind of uniform size. And we're just going to throw those in. And yes, it's pretty heavy on the onion. I really like a lot of onion in my chickpea salad or tuna salad. Okay, and now we're going to make the sauce that's going to bind it all together. And if you want the full recipe, it will be in a link in the details below. We're going to start with the juice of 2 lemons. And we use the lemons because I really like that, really, it's spring is here, and lemon is just a really great light flavor. It just makes you think of spring. And it also substitutes for salt, because we're not going to add any salt in this recipe. Even my mustard is a no salt brand of mustard, which is Westbury Natural. And I will give you a link below to that mustard also. We have 1 date, because you need just a slight bit of sweetness, just a teeny bit. Or you can use, a little handful of raisins or something like that, or even an apricot would work, a dried apricot. You might just have to cut it up real fine first. Then we're going to do 2 tablespoons of tahini, which looks like that's about all I have left in here. And then the 2 tablespoons of mustard. This is always messy, I'm getting it everywhere. Okay, now we are just going to blend this together until the date is chopped up really fine. Okay, we're going to blend that just a little bit more. And it looks like I need a little bit of liquid, so I'm just going to add a teeny bit of water. So I added just a couple tablespoons of water just to get this moving in the blender a little bit better. Okay, if you can see that, it's still pretty thick, but that's okay. So we don't want it to be runny, because we don't want a runny tuna salad on our bread. We don't want it to soak into the bread. So I'm going to get all of that out of there. Put that in here. And this may look like a large recipe. This will serve for 4 people for, a couple sandwiches. And I like to make a little bit bigger of a batch so that I can have it in the refrigerator. And it's a really easy go-to, you already have your tuna salad made, and you can either, one day have it on a slice of bread, and the next day maybe you just put a glob of it on your salad. That's the way I like it, a nice big kale salad. Now we're going to sprinkle on some dulse, and this is smoked dulse, And we're using dulse because it's really high in iodine, which we're supposed to be getting every day, right? And it also gives you that tuna-ish flavor. But this is completely optional. You do not have to put this in here. So just a good little sprinkling of that. And then a little bit of black pepper, because I really like the bite of black pepper. We're just gonna stir it up really good. Now I've got a piece of bread here. This is just a 3-grain bread. You can get these little loaves at the grocery store. They have very minimal ingredients. Let's see, let's look at the ingredients here. Where is it? Water, whole kernel rye, wholemeal rye, oats, barley, flax, iodized salt. So there is a little bit of salt in the bread. Oat fiber, sesame, and yeast. So there's not very many ingredients in here, and some of the other flavors have even less ingredients. So we're just gonna put some on this bread and eat. Spread it on there good. And before I taste this, I want to shout out to a little boy named Kane. He is a friend of ours, little boy, who likes to watch the show, and he may be watching this in bed right now before bedtime. So Kane, I hope you have wonderful dreams and watch me eat this, and I hope you try it too. So good. You guys are gonna love it. I'll see you next time.